Hey, this is Hans. It's time for another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. But today I don't have instant noodles. What's going on? I don't know. You know? Start with some beef. So I've been on a diet for a while, as you know, and the kind folks over at Hakubaku have been supplying me with gobs of this stuff. It's called Mochi barley, and this is the way it was packaged for sale in the US, but they wanted me to mention that it's not made this way anymore. They're gonna run out, okay? And it's gonna be more like this. And this is the way they've had it for a long time. You can get this, like, they mentioned you can get this at Mitsuwa. Down, I know they've got locations of that down in California, maybe elsewhere. But what's cool about getting it this way, check that out. Single serving pouches. Each of these big bags, I think has, what, 12 of them? Yeah. 12 50-gram pouches. That's really awesome. I like that. So I'm going to make something using that stuff today, which is something that I enjoy. So I didn't measure anything out, honestly, but this is going to be pretty low cal, easy on the guttural, you know what I mean? So that's just some stir-fry beef and a bunch of soy sauce. That's really the only seasoning that I'm going to use in this. So yeah, one of the big points of this mochi barley is the fact that it's like high in soluble fiber. It's like really high, and it is, since it's got that, it's got other junk going on, but it's like really good for lowering cholesterol. And so I have this stuff. Geez, usually I would say maybe there's 1 or 2 nights a week I don't have it. Okay, and I usually what I'll do is I'll just grab a can of Progresso soup and then get it all hot, put it in, stir it up, cover it, and let it sit for 20 minutes, maybe heat it back up a little bit, and then stir it and then cover it again. But you know, you might say, hey, that takes a long time, but you know, really, it's like there's the time and then there's the effort, and there's no effort. You cook it like pasta. The stuff I made today, here's that. This I just made the same way, and this is a 1/4 cup of it. Look how much you get. This is 160 calories. So that's pretty snazzy. It's good stuff. I really like it. Without any seasoning, it's good stuff. I mean, you could eat a bowl like that and be like, wow, that was tasty. But yeah, you can't really do that with, well, you can do that with some rice. There's some varieties of rice that are that aromatic and tasty. Okay, I think we're good on the beef for the moment, and I'm now going to add the vegetables. I've got onion, mung bean sprouts, 2 types of bell pepper, and spring onion. So there we go. The way I like to cook is just like meat, vegetables, carb, done. That's kind of how I do things. And this would be the same way I would do up yakisoba, but I'm not going to douse this thing in yakisoba sauce. I used to make yakisoba all the time, and it was good, but I don't know. I don't think my diet would have been as successful if I was eating yakisoba every day like I used to. And pizza. I really like pizza. You gotta know when to splurge though, man. You know what I mean? It's like, was it not last weekend? The weekend before, I just felt like run down and totally beat. Like maybe I just like didn't get enough sleep. Maybe I was like walking too much and just like taxing myself all week. And so I was like, yeah, this is the night. So I got a pizza. I got a pizza, and I ate half the pizza one night and ate half the pizza the other night, and I loved it. It was great. It was fun. And you gotta like, you can't resist every urge. You can't. If you do, then you're gonna be like, man, I really missed out. I really wish I could have had some of that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. The way, the outlook I have going, doing this whole diet thing this time is so different than any other time. Every other time I've been like, man, I wish I could have this. Man, I wish I could have that. This way I'm doing it, I'm having stuff like this, which I actually really like. Plus, when I walk and do all this exercise, I mean, I'm like walking 3 to 4 hours a day, and then the thing converts it into how many calories I burn. And it's like, you start the day with so many calories you can have in your bank account, right? And if you spend them all, then there you go. But when you do all this working out, you're putting stuff in the bank, right? So it's like at the end of the day, I can, like, pretty much every day I have a pint of Halo Top for, after dinner. It's great. I love it. And then still saying that I've got like negative net calories for the day. So it's pretty snazzy. It usually, I would think that a lot of these things would report numbers that were more conservative, but they really don't. So, but things still seem to be going well. I seem to be losing about 11 pounds a month since I started. So, I think the trick with that is changing things up. This is something I figured out to do. It just kind of like, I thought, hey, this sounds good. And that was about halfway through. And so I changed it up, had this, and then the other night I have like Gretzo soup with the barley. Sometimes I'll have salad. Salads are great on the days when if I feel like crap and I don't want to like do all the walking. Although a lot of the time, my brain will try to talk myself out of doing more exercise, and then I'll just do it anyways until my brain just shut up, which is a weird thing. But okay, I think this is about ready to add in some stuffings. So I'm gonna put the barley in here. Let's give it a go. Yeah. And just mix it all up. It's really not rocket science. I mean, if you come to this looking for a recipe that's like crazy, this isn't crazy. Most people couldn't make this. If you're like, I don't know how to cook, it's like, dude, you know what I do? I review instant noodles. You want to talk about somebody who doesn't know how to cook? No, I can get by, but yeah, I don't like to spend more time in the kitchen than I need to. But I like to make stuff that's tasty, and stuff like this ends up being really tasty. If you're on a low sodium thing, obviously dumping in a ton of soy sauce might not be your thing. They have low sodium soy sauce. You could make this all up and then at the end sprinkle a little bit of that on it. Or, I don't know, if you've got like things that you do instead of soy sauce. And yeah, I think that's just about it. I'm going to see if it needs more soy sauce for my liking. Cheers. Yeah, totally. It's freaking good. And try not to make a mess along the way, because that's something I excel at. If you've watched this show, you've heard me cuss and scream about how big of a mess I'm making. So yeah, basically just to cook the barley. Obviously you can't cook it in the pan when you stir frying stuff, but basically you're looking at, if you want to just boil it for like 15 minutes and drain it off, kind of like pasta, that works great. If you want to do like I do and steep it in soup, that works totally great too. But yeah, I swear by this stuff. Honestly, I think a big part of why my cholesterol was way down. Has to be, I mean, is because of this, because I eat it so often. Oh no, dude. So yeah, there's mess. So let me think. What I want to throw something on top of it. I think some sesame seeds would be cool.
Yeah, we'll go with some sesame seeds, man.
Surprisingly, it really doesn't need any more soy sauce. It's strong enough. Pepper flake. Yeah. I'm unsure of the exact numbers, but it's pretty low. This is probably like a couple, 3 ounces of beef, let's say. 3 ounces of stir-fry beef really isn't a lot. So, anyways, well, cool. Let's turn on Rotato, and then you can watch it spin around. Here we go. Yeah, so make sure you go on Amazon or go to Hakubaku.com and get some of this stuff and mess around with it. And I don't know, let me know what you think. If you make something with it, hook me up with the recipe. Maybe I'll cook it on here, you know? I'm just like, I don't know, I always liked white rice, and that just seemed like the go-to thing, maybe brown rice. But this stuff is much different. Much different and much better too. So, and I've tried a couple other barley things. I tried instant barley, which was horrible. It was like cardboard. And I tried this other barley that just wasn't, I don't know, I really like this stuff. Honestly, I love it. So, alright, this has been Ons the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles and your barley every day. Have a good one and bye.